Hello, welcome to Brap Life. My name's Angel. This week's episode is with Thad and Bentlee Bredekamp. They're the next edition of the Bredekamp boys. They are cousins from Iowa, and they are 15 and 14 years old and racing hard enduro as well as several other disciplines. They pretty much want to do everything that they can on their dirt bikes. So they're young guys, pretty quiet, but it was really cool to get them to open up a little bit and hear a little bit about their story from their point of view and kind of just hear their passion and excitement for dirt bikes. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and we'll see you next week. We're recording now, so
Hey.
this is real. So first of all, do you guys want to introduce yourselves to everybody?
Yep. I'm Thad Bredekamp. I'm a youth hard enduro racer that races the East Coast Hard Enduro Series. I race a Beta 200, and I'm 15 years old.
I'm Bentlee Bredekamp. I race a Husqvarna 150. I'm 14, and I race hard enduro.
Okay, awesome.
And we're from Iowa.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, you're the Iowa Enduro boys. Sounds good.
Yep.
So let's go ahead and start out with how you guys got started riding. So how long ago? What did you get started on, and kind of what was it like for you?
When we were little, we always rode like four-wheelers, side-by-sides, and then sometimes dirt bikes. And then I think when I was around 4, my dad got me on a 110 that we called Old Red. We still have it. It's blown up in our shed.
It's blown up.
But we rode that around, and then he started on like a little like
PW50.
Yeah, like little PW50 thing. And we never really got serious into riding until 2020. Well, in like 2019 he got a KX85, right?
It was a 110. KX110.
I thought he had a 110, and then my dad got me one. So and then we just started riding those around, and then his dad brought him up to a 85, and we went to our first track. And then so we went to our first track, and it was pretty fun. It was a motocross track. We didn't even know what woods racing was at the time. And then we started going to mega tracks in Mendota, Illinois, and started riding almost every week, riding 110s and 85. And then the next year, my dad surprised me with a 100, and we were riding it out at the local track called a guy named Sturk. Keaton Sturk owns it, and we were riding, and my dad shows up with a KX100. I was so happy. That was awesome. And then I barely rode it, and then 2 weeks go by. We're entering our first hare scramble at Hanson Hollows. That was fun.
It's like a few minutes away from where I live.
Yeah, a couple minutes away from here.
Okay.
They held the Iowan there.
The Iowan Hard Enduro.
Okay. Yeah. All right. That's pretty gnarly area.
Yeah, I was on an 85, and then I moved back down to a 65 because it was too tall for me.
Yeah.
I know that life. So what was that first hare scramble like for you guys?
You want to explain what happened?
Can you do it?
All right, so his first lap, right before the end, he fell off like a hill.
Yeah.
And he quit the race there.
Yeah, I couldn't get back up the hill. I don't know. I just went back down, and then I just rode back to the pits.
Yeah, he was not all right. And then my first lap, I was really scared to hit some things because I've never really rode trails like that. And so I did it, and I made 2 laps, and we were racing Jack Walker, and Jack Walker is a really fast guy. He lapped me 4 times and Bentlee 5 times, and the second place person he lapped.
Jeez,
yeah,
that's crazy.
What did you place? I think you got 6.
I got 6. I got 6 out of, was it like 10 or 8?
13.
13 people maybe.
Yeah,
something like that. I'm
Okay,
really surprised.
cool. And did that kind of like motivate you to keep going, or what kept you going? Is it your dad's?
Uh,
Was it what was it?
it was just really
Yeah.
fun. It was
Then we switched to motocross for a while,
yeah. We switched to motor. We were
Yeah.
just doing really everything
Yeah.
besides hard enduro
and then I
Yeah.
got knocked out, so we switched.
to strictly air
yeah.
scramble. Yeah, he got knocked
Wait, you
out.
got
He hit
On
a
knocked
jump.
motocross.
out?
Yeah, he hit a jump
Oh,
and
I
hit
just-
hard.
Yeah,
So and
and
then
then we switched over
we
to
switched to
hair
hair
scramble.
scramble, and we
Mhm.
rode that for a year only.
Then my
And
dad,
they went to Tennessee Knockout, and we joined,
Mhm.
and we saw it. We thought it was awesome. So next year we signed up for it, and then now we're
you had your
here.
beta.
Yeah, I had my beta. He was on his 85 at the
I had
first
my
hard
112.
enduro race, or yeah, his 112.
My
First
dad,
hard enduro race.
my dad's first ever hard enduro race was at Hanson's, the Island Hard Enduro. So that's how we got into hard enduro.
Yeah, they saw
Okay.
Tennessee and they're like, "Ooh, we should try this." And we went there. It was TKO was such a fun time. It's amazing.
Yeah. So you guys rode that this year, right?
Yeah,
Yep, we rode that this year and last year.
And last year. So what did you think the difference was between years for you guys? I mean, obviously your skill set has developed and everything, but I was told that this year was the easiest year because it was so dry.
Well, yeah, last year it was hard, but I think that's just because my skills weren't there yet.
Yeah.
This year, I think it's really easy. I'd say it's one of the easiest hard enduro that I've been to, but it's still a fun time.
Yeah, last year I was on my super mini, so that was hard because the rocks are so big. And then I moved to my Husqvarna and it got easier. And the course was
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah,
You know what I
It
mean?
was easy. I would not call that course easy at all, but yeah, all right. I see what you mean.
it's hard, you know.
Yeah,
But
like the main race was probably really hard, but we didn't qualify.
yeah, I
Like till
do
Sunday.
want to
Yeah.
get to the Sunday race, but I do
Yeah.
believe you have to be 18 or
Or
16,
16, yeah.
to make it.
So you've got
there can't be
another
youth
little
riders.
bit.
There can't be youth riders in the pro race, sadly.
Okay.
So
Well,
can't do that yet.
you can just keep practicing until you get to that age and then
Yep.
just be winning it, right?
Yeah,
Hopefully.
That
This
would
is
be
my-
really cool to see.
Yeah, this is my last year racing youth. So
Yeah.
I'll probably race it for a year or two.
yeah.
I'm still 14.
Yeah. So you're not going to make the jump up to B class?
I don't know.
I think I'm gonna wait till next year to move to B class, the 26th season.
Okay.
I'm still deciding.
You don't think you can beat your dad? Well, is your dad even going to be in B class this year? Is he moving up to A?
No,
They're not fast enough. We beat them.
Yeah, we beat them every time.
All right. So you don't think by next year that they'll move up?
No,
Oh
they'll
no.
probably just go to third. They'll
Yeah.
probably go to old class.
Yeah, I'll probably go to the old class. But with my dad, he has a bunch of problems in his shoulder and stuff. So
Okay. All right. So he's never going to be the pro guy. That's what
no,
you're
probably
saying.
not.
You're
No.
going to be the pro guy.
Hopefully.
So today I saw this video on Instagram and this whole Enduro Boys thing.
Oh,
What is this?
It's just a group of us friends, and we just like riding. So we wanted to start filming it, and we were thinking of some names.
Yeah,
We thought of Enduro
Yeah.
Boys, and I don't know. I think it's really cool. Really cool to
yeah.
film
It's
us.
me, you, Dawson, Alcala, Devin, Alcala. That's who rides.
And then Zach, the one that was standing on the ramp. His name's Zach, and then Peyton's our filmer.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
really cool though. You've got a nice little crew to hang out with and ride with and get some good video. That was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
It reminded me. What?
Over your car.
Jumping over my van was really scary.
Yeah, I was gonna ask like whose vehicle was that?
That was
Because
that was
I
my
was
van
like,
in Dawson's truck. I was scared. I was
oh
very
man.
nervous to do that.
So it reminded me of when I was in high school, which was a long time ago. Um, they this was like when Jackass was like first coming out and stuff like that. And so everybody would do stuff like that, but on skateboards and like BMX bikes. And so I saw that video and immediately, like, that's where my mind went. I was like, oh my God, it's happening again. Just with
Yeah.
dirt bikes. Bigger sense, way bigger
Our dad used
sense.
to like skateboards.
Yeah, our dads used to be really good at skateboarding, supposedly.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just hung out with the guys who were good at it. I was not good at it.
I do want to start skateboarding a little bit. I think
Yeah?
that
You like
We go
falling?
snowboarding too.
yeah, we go snowboarding and skiing. That's really fun.
Oh,
We
cool.
love
So you
doing
guys just like to do like everything.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
play golf too.
Yeah, everything that based on adrenaline, basically.
Is golf adrenaline based?
No,
No, we
but
just
it's still fun.
Okay.
Golf's really the only sport that we like playing for like school sports and stuff.
we play basketball, but it's
Basketball's kind of boring. I'm not a big fan of it.
So, what do you guys see in your future? Like looking forward in the next, we'll say 2 to 3 years, what do you have for like plans? I mean, you guys will still be in high school, but
I hope
When I graduate, so that'd
Mhm.
be like 2 years now. I want to
Mhm.
be living in a van. Live in a van for a
Okay.
while.
I want to get sponsored by like a bike or something.
Yeah, I want to
A
get
bike
on a
brand.
team. Definitely get on a
Yeah.
team. Hopefully.
Yeah, and then just
So you
go to
want
all
bikes
The hard enduros.
to
maybe-
be your future?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
Okay.
I love
Good.
racing. It's
Me
so
too.
fun. You know, sponsors watching this.
But yeah, our
Yeah.
sponsors.
Yeah, I have some sponsors. I have Phase Moto and Bulletproof Designs.
Yeah.
Bulletproof Design, Moose Racing, NSX Factor, the little handle on the back of your bike.
Mhm.
That's it.
NSX makes a big difference having that grab handle. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. We went through some gnar the other day, and I can't tell you how many times I dropped my bike. And I can't touch the ground. So like going through the creek beds and stuff, everyone else can put a foot down and dab when they need to, and I can't.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of picking up my bike when I probably didn't need to just because I'm so short. But
Yeah.
yeah, those handles, man, they make a big difference in helping to pick that bike back up and get the rear back. Like I slid off of the side a couple times on a hill, so it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I like them a
But
lot.
I haven't gotten anything from Bulletproof Designs yet, but I need to because I'm probably like the target market for that with how much I fall.
They're strong. They work.
Yeah.
I do like. They're nice. I've spent a lot of money on radiators, and their radiator guards help a lot.
Yeah. It's good to know. Good to know. Well, when you guys were learning, so kind of backtracking just a little bit, so was it just your dads that taught you, or did you guys like do it more on your own, or how did you learn?
Our dads kind of helped us a little bit, but it's really just me, Bentley, and Dawson Alcala just pushing each other to be the best.
Okay.
We love just pushing each other to try harder, and if one person tries something, we want to try to get it too.
Yeah, we basically play like pig or horse,
Yeah.
but just on dirt bikes.
Yeah, we call it bike.
That's
It's
pretty
fun.
fun. So, and then from that, you guys have raced now quite a bit. You guys do hair scrambles, you guys do the hard enduros, you guys pretty much do anything you can, right?
Yeah. We've
So-
stopped on motocross, but I do want to do some motocross a little bit in the
Okay.
future.
Yeah, like in the winter,
Okay.
we're gonna go to mega tracks and
Yeah.
ride a
Mhm.
lot.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
So what's drawing you back to motocross?
I don't find it as fun,
Mhm.
and I don't know. It's like I would be doing it all the time, but hard enduro I just think's way funner, and it's just the feeling of completing something.
Yeah, and I like
I
riding
like
for like a long time,
Yeah.
not just like
Mhm.
minutes.
Yeah, 30 minutes, 15 minutes. And you're just going around the
Yeah.
same thing. Hard
Yeah.
enduro, it's like
You just do new stuff. Like
almost the whole
Yeah.
time. Unless they have laps, but even with the laps, it just gets harder
there's
and
just
harder.
a lot of different lines.
Yeah, like at Lightning Strike, there's this crick
Mhm.
section. Every single time we went through it, it just got wetter and
Yeah.
slicker. It got tough.
Yeah. So that's kind of like that challenge that you guys like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think that's really cool, especially at your young age. And I said the same thing to Graham Koback when we talked, is that you're building a resilience you can't find somewhere else. Like you guys are learning how not to quit at such a young age. And that's something that people sometimes don't find even well into like their 40s or 50s. You know, it's a different kind of mindset that you don't get outside of dirt biking. So I think it's really cool that you guys found this so early. Do you guys like have a preferred track or race that you guys like out of all of the ones that you've been to so far?
Not really. They're all fun in their own ways.
Yeah,
Okay.
I really like the Mad Moose.
Yeah, Mad Moose was a really awesome one. Just the scenery and the rocks and
The leaves on the trees.
yeah, just everything about it. It's such a fun race.
Yeah. That
Battle
one
of
was
Goats
pretty this
really
year.
hard too.
Yeah, Battle of the Goats was tough. I hope I can get way farther this year. I want to get to Winslow's
Yeah.
Water.
Okay. You didn't
Where
how far did you get this year?
I only made it to the first checkpoint in like a half, but that's because I chose the second checkpoint and a half. And that's because I got stuck on a pro line called Chutes and Ladders.
Oh yeah.
Instead of taking the amateur way, it took me like an hour to get through this way, and it was called Chutes and Ladders. And it was at
Mhm.
first it was like a bunch of water slides, and then you get up, you come around this corner, and there's just a huge ladder you have to ride up. It was scary.
I got to like
Yeah.
3.5 checkpoints.
Okay. You didn't go through the chutes and ladders?
No, you could go around it the amateur way.
Okay. So you were just trying to be extra credit and just go for the hard stuff.
Yeah, I didn't know how
I
hard it
mean,
was, so I was like, I'll try it.
I was there doing media and I had hiked all of that stuff and I saw chutes and ladders and I just laughed and I was like, really? How are they gonna do
It's
this? But
yeah, it's I had help to get up the ladder.
yeah.
The like cliffs, the water like cliffs. I got up those
Mhm.
pretty easy, but they were
Okay.
still hard. They were still hard.
Yeah. Brushy has some gnarly stuff. It's there's nothing at Brushy, even outside of the race, there's nothing at Brushy that I would consider easy. So
Yeah. I'd like to go ride
yeah,
there. That'd be
it's
a fun
fun.
riding day.
Highly recommend. It's a lot of fun. I know you guys aren't really on your own to just go drive, but you should totally convince your dads to take you, just like
I
on a
think they are.
vacation.
Yeah,
I
Yeah?
think they are going to take us soon. I hope.
That'd be awesome. Yeah. Great training out there. I know some really great people too who can show you guys around, show you some of the really cool sections out there. So tell them to hit me up if you guys end up going out there, because
All right.
okay.
It'll be good. And there's another place that's close by too that a lot of the guys go to and do some hard enduro training. It's called Brown Mountain, and it's like less than an hour away from Brushy. So, but Brushy is one of my absolute favorite places to ride. It's always a struggle fest for me, but it's just so fun.
Yeah, it looks so fun to just ride there.
There's just a lot of
there's a lot of everything.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like I wish instead of like Red Bull sponsoring Tennessee, I wish they'd sponsor something like that. I think that'd be a way cooler like thing for them to sponsor. Because Tennessee's not really that hard, and I want people to see what it's really like. With just gnarly hills and everything.
Greasy. Did you guys go through Greasy Rock?
Go through where?
Greasy Rock at Battle of the Goats. It's like this huge. Is it
like
granite slab?
Is it like a big waterfall?
No. It's not that. It's the one where I think Colton Haker got his bike jumped or something. Something happened with Colton Haker's bike on Greasy Rock, and like it was like viral what happened. Dang, I don't remember whose bike it was. I'm pretty sure Colton Haker got jumped by, I want to say it was Ryder LeBlond. Because he was like sliding back down.
Oh yeah, I saw that. It's
Did we go up it?
I think you could go around it.
Yeah, I think so.
He slid down it, and someone jumped over him. His Ryder LeBron had jumped him.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It was like the big thing right after. Yeah. It was crazy. It was all over the place. But yeah, I actually like slid down that on my butt when I was out hiking. I was like, because I was trying to find places to take pictures, and so I was like, I was like, all right, tested the grip, and it was all right, and then I just slid straight down. I was like, this is fun. This is great. And then once those water slide, I also slid down. I had been like hiking. I hiked all the way up it, and then on the way down, I just slid. I was like, this is fun. I love Brushy.
Yeah, Winslow, that looks like it would be painful to fall down. I've seen people fall down that. It does not look fun.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks fun to ride.
I have not. Yeah, if you have the skill, like you guys, definitely. I love watching people do it. I have not done it myself.
I'd like to
want to try it. Something in my head tells me like you could totally do that, and then I get up there and I'm like, oh yeah, no, you can't.
Yeah.
I struggled on Chicken Fight, so that was rough.
There are some hard lines, but if you chose the right line, you could get through that pretty easy.
So when you were going up it, did you go to the left or did you go to the right?
Right.
I went to the right. I think.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. Oh, but you guys weren't there until you. Okay. So I went after the hurricane went through. So I didn't get to ride it when it was like what you guys rode. It's totally different now. So there's a lot more rocks.
Really? That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the spots. So I had been there like 2 weeks before the hurricane happened, and I had gone and I had like climbed it, and I was like looking at it, trying to think, could I do this? I'm not sure. Just again, I'm so small, I can't put a foot down. And I also I'm really not that skilled yet, but I was telling myself I could do it. And so I watched my friend go up it, and he went up it, no problem. He's been up it a million times. And I chickened out, and I was like, nah, I'll try it next time. Like, I don't know, something about it just didn't feel right. So then the hurricane happened, a month goes by, finally opens back up. I go back out there, and my buddy goes to go up it again, and he took 15 minutes to go through it.
Oh,
and
that's a while.
Like the last time he had just been like choop, 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 and was like up. But he took 15 minutes. He got stuck. He had to like get off his bike and like drag it and move it. He's a really good rider. And like I said, he's ridden that so many times. Like it's usually nothing for him. And for whatever reason, in my head, I went, yeah, this is the time to try it.
How long did it
I
take
got
you?
like I didn't actually finish it. So there was a medical emergency. So I let somebody ride my bike out. Um and I went to go help with that. But I got like maybe 70% of the way up,
You're
and
close.
I was not quite sure how I was gonna make it up the rest of it, because the next little piece was like a 2 foot step up of a rock, and then there was a pretty gnarly pivot turn that was gonna have to happen, and I can't do pivot turns yet. So yeah, I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but I'll figure it out. So it was fun, but I really want to go back and play on it, but I don't know if I'll be able to make it back before Battle of the Goats. We'll see.
Are
I
you
might
going to
have to
Battle of the
just
Goats?
go. Yes.
Are you gonna race it?
Yes.
Ooh, that'll be fun. I
Yeah.
don't. Yeah, I think it's so much harder for the youth riders being behind like the C class.
Yeah.
Because
Mhm.
I remember I came up to this huge like section, and there were C class riders all over, and it was so hard to
Mhm.
get through them.
Yeah. I could totally see that. I mean, I'm probably gonna be one of those people, so I'm gonna apologize ahead of time.
It's
But
okay.
That's all right though.
no, I'm really excited to do it. It'll be my first hard enduro, and I'm scared, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So I mean, there's no way to know what it is that I need to work on without doing it,
Yeah,
and this is what I want to do, and I'm really old to be getting into this, but that's okay.
that's right.
I'm
There's a lot of old
34,
people.
so
Yeah, I
yeah,
know
but
there was this one person that races hair scramble. He's like 70, and he doesn't have a leg.
yeah, yeah,
He's missing a
yep.
leg, and he still rips. It's
Just
awesome.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, and I'm just old to be starting. That's the thing. Like there's
Yeah,
people who ride and who've been riding and they're great. It's amazing. Like you said, Graham Jarvis, like, but he's been riding a bike since he was like 10. So
yeah,
I just started like 2 years ago. So it's uh it's not quite the same when you start when you're older. So
yeah,
that's another thing. Like I said, you guys have a lot of resilience that you're building, a lot of skills that will translate to being off of the bike, and I think that that's really cool. The fact that you guys are working so hard on your training, you guys are like constantly on your bikes and trying to do stuff, and I think that that's really really cool. You guys are pushing yourselves, and that's not something that a lot of younger people this in these days really do. A lot of people are content with just sitting around and making their TikTok videos and just doing everything on the internet, which is fine. It's great, but it's really, really inspiring to see younger people do physical things and do really hard things like hard enduro. Like that's our culture has kind of shifted to like, let's just do the easy thing.
yeah.
yeah,
And so like seeing people push to do the hard stuff and just push themselves in general, it's not very common anymore. So like I said, I think it's really, really cool that you guys do that. And then you guys work on top of that, don't you?
Yeah.
It doesn't pay a lot, but we got to work as much as we can to help pay for stuff. Like
Hmm.
this summer, I messed up my bike pretty bad at the Iowan, so I had to
Hmm.
spend $1,400 on forks. That was a
Yeah.
lot of money for me. Lots of
Yeah.
money.
That's a lot of money for anyone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely when you're young and you're not making that much, that's definitely a lot. Um, so you guys are doing school, you guys are doing school sports, you guys are working, and you're training.
Yep.
Like what?
yeah, we got a lot. We got a lot that we
how
do.
do you how do you find like time and energy for that? I mean, you're young, so that helps with the energy thing, but
Just,
Yeah.
just try fitting it in.
We have basketball every day of the week,
Yeah,
sadly.
so it's hard to really train,
Yeah.
but
Mhm.
whenever we do get days,
On
we will use
weekends, we
them.
usually ride before work. If we have work, we just ride before.
Yeah. And then
If we want to go snowboarding, then that's
then we just usually take a day off and go snowboard. Well, I ski. He snowboards. I'm thinking about getting into snowboarding though. Definitely.
Yeah. Do you find that or do you think that all of the physical activity you do with different sports, do you think that benefits your riding, or do you think it's just
yeah, it definitely
there?
does.
I think it benefits
Because we condition at practice,
conditioning with basketball and
gets our stamina way better.
yeah, and skiing and snowboarding takes a lot
Yeah.
out of you, and I
Yeah.
think it conditions you a lot too. I think almost every sport conditions you pretty good.
Yeah.
Besides golf.
That's good. I was gonna say besides golf, what does golf condition you for?
But during golf season, we're not allowed to use golf carts, so we have to
Yeah.
walk.
We have to walk off the
Oh.
course.
So, I mean, that's
Okay.
something.
You
Yeah.
can run it if you want.
Yeah, you can run
it. So with golf though, don't you have to be really patient? It just
Yeah.
seems like
Yeah,
it
really
seems like the opposite of racing.
Yeah, it is the opposite of
Opposite.
opposite racing.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. It's so funny. How many people who dirt bike also love golfing? I just think it's the weirdest thing. I feel like I see it so much. But it's also a really big thing out here in Arizona. People love to golf out here, and I went mini golfing for the first time 2 years ago. So I don't understand it.
Yeah, anything that's outside, I really like doing.
Yeah. That's good though. I think that that's awesome. There's not enough people like that in this world. People tell me all the time that I'm crazy because I go hiking and running a lot, and they're like, "Why don't you just relax?" And I'm like, "There's too much stuff to see in the world to just sit at home and do nothing."
Too much stuff, short little time.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I travel so much that I'm not in each place for very long. So I could go and I could sit and marathon watch, whatever the newest show is, or I could go out and enjoy, when I was in Tennessee, I went to 4 different states in that time that were around to ride, to hike, to just go see people. I just don't want to sit still. That's not fun to me.
We also like cliff jumping.
Yeah, cliff jumping. Cliff jumping's really fun. Cliff jumping's awesome, I think.
You can cliff jump in Iowa?
No.
Well, we do bridge jumps in Iowa.
In Tennessee,
there's a lot of cliff jumping. Kentucky, there's this big rock that we found. I think it was called Big Rock. There, we showed up to this place, and there's preschoolers jumping off of it. It was weird
because it was
only 30-foot rock, and there's preschoolers that were homeschooled jumping off of it. There's lots of.
I want to be
That's
homeschooled.
Yeah.
I want to be homeschooled too.
So you don't have much longer, and then you don't have to school anymore. So
yeah,
then we have to work more.
We have to work more.
Yeah, but I mean, if you get sponsored like you want to, you're still gonna have to work too. It's just a different kind of work.
Yeah.
So
work that we actually like.
But then you have to kind of, again, it's a shift in mindset when you get to that level, right? I've talked to a lot of pro riders, and they talk about burning out because everybody wants to ride their dirt bike all the time. But when that becomes your job, that's what you have to do. You have to perform. It can take the fun out of it sometimes. So, how do you think that you would navigate something like that?
I would.
These are the big questions, so you don't have to have an answer immediately.
Just try to love what you're doing and
just always
have
love
fun.
It.
Don't take it too deep. Don't be too hard on yourself.
Don't force yourself.
Yeah,
just have fun.
It's to have fun and
I like
Don't
that.
think too hard on
So
yourself.
is that kind of how you approach things in the hard enduros currently? Like if you get stuck in a section like chutes and ladders, is that kind of like what keeps you going, what keeps you moving?
Yeah, never be stressed about it. There's no
Just
reason.
never get
'cause-
angry.
Yeah, never get
Otherwise,
angry.
you just
If you get angry, you're gonna do worse. And
Yeah.
you just gotta come at it with a positive mindset, even if you fall a million times. You just keep trying it over and over again.
Yeah. I like that. That's awesome. Cool. Well, if you got to go anywhere in the world to race or ride, where would you want to go?
Earthberg.
Immediately. Why Erzberg?
It's just
it
would
seems
be
fun
yeah.
with
It would
the
be an-
different terrain and stuff.
It would be an awesome race.
Yeah.
I always see it. I always see videos of it, and I just want to try it bad. I've been looking at prices.
Yeah.
I want to save up and do it.
It's a little pricey, a
Yeah.
little bit.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm hoping to go to Erzberg this year to watch, not to race. But yeah, it would be pretty crazy. I've been told that the energy around that race is just like electric, that it's just like it feels like a party the whole time for like the spectator side of it.
I could see that. There's like I was watching a video, and I don't know if it was Erzberg. It was either Erzberg or Romaniacs, and they had people parachuting in and stuff. Just looked awesome. I think Erzberg and Romaniacs, those are two
It's probably like a
awesome ones.
GNCC.
The hard enduro.
Those are
GNCCs. Those are awesome.
Yeah.
They're like party. Like the one that we went to, Ironman. That was my first ever GNCC. They had a concert. There's just so much stuff to do. You were never bored.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, definitely. I think that the biggest thing about those kinds of events is that they're sponsored by Red Bull. So, and that just kind of takes the whole thing to the next level. So
Red Bull or
hopefully,
Monster.
yeah, exactly. Like having that kind of backing. I mean, there's just huge marketing factor, right? And they're just going to amp everything up because they want you to be excited. And I mean, I don't think you cannot be excited for an event like Erzberg or Romaniacs. They're just so like that is hard enduro to most people, you know.
Yeah.
That's how a lot of us kind of got introduced into it. Like my first time ever seeing it was Erzberg. I was like clicking through Red Bull TV because I wanted to learn how to snowboard, so I was trying to find snowboarding videos, and I saw this like motorcycle, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna click into that. Oh, let's watch dirt bikes first before watching snowboarding stuff, and then it was Erzberg, but I didn't know what it was. So I just clicked something and I had it playing. And then I was like, holy crap, what are those guys doing? Like, that's insane. And like, I remember because it was like a highlight video. I just remember watching like Carl's Diner and like watching Jarvis like just float through it. And I was like, oh my God, that looks so cool. And now here I am 10 years later trying to ride hard enduro and it's so cool. It's insane. But Erzberg, I mean, like I said, Erzberg is what most people think of when they think of hard enduro. So I think you guys would have a lot of fun out there.
Yeah, I think we would too. It would be awesome to go out there. I'd love to do it.
Do you have a favorite section in that race that you guys like to watch?
I don't really know one except you just said it, Carl's Diner.
Yeah, I don't really know the names. I just like watching.
Yeah. No, that one's really cool looking. I was also like started getting more into Romaniacs this last couple years watching it. It's just so crazy. Like it was last year. There was like this huge storm that happened when they were out there. And it was just like the worst storm in that area in like years. And it was just like they're still racing through it.
Yeah.
Like it's nothing. Have you guys had to deal with any like gnarly storms like that when you guys were riding?
Not really,
Not storms,
but I've
just
gone through some really muddy races. Really muddy
Okay.
races.
in
There's
the hair
this,
Did you?
scrambles.
Yeah. Did you do the locked and loaded this year?
No,
No.
but we did do the Ohio one.
Okay. Okay.
lightning.
Yeah, I think I don't know.
Huh.
No,
Wait.
and we
You did, isn't it locked and loaded tough like roar like?
Yeah,
Is it-
that's that
Yeah.
weekend.
tough like
Yeah.
roar.
Yeah,
did
he
that.
did tough like roar. I didn't go though.
That was hard.
Okay. Yeah.
I didn't qualify to the main race.
That one was pretty gnarly.
Yeah, even
I
qualifying
was
was
on
hard.
yeah. I was on a section called Stairway to Heaven.
Yeah,
And I feel like every race has that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was pretty crazy. There was some epic falls. It was pretty scary. I watched one kid fall, like he high-sided really bad, and like everybody from the crowd like rushed over to make sure he was okay, which was really
Tobin
cool
Miller?
of them. Like, no, I don't think it was Tobin. It might have been, but I don't
He
think
did it
it
right by
was.
me.
It
He did it right
did
by me
he
on my cliff. Yeah, he like
on
his
Stairway?
bike. No, it was like in the middle of the race.
Okay.
He almost fell off the cliff. I was
Oh,
standing right there.
jeez. Ugh, that kid. Oh my gosh.
And Tucker
That's
Miller.
crazy.
They're fun people to hang out with.
Yeah, they always come ride
Yeah.
at Hanson with us.
Yeah.
That's really cool to get that kind of exposure. I mean, with Tobin being a pro and coming just hanging out and riding, like that's great for you guys.
Yeah.
I bet you learn a lot from him.
Oh yeah, we do.
We knew him since like he was on a Honda
Yeah, he used to ride a Honda.
250.
And at
two-stroke.
what was the place called in Iowa? It was like a couple hours away.
What do you do?
There's this one race that Quinn was at, and Tobin there the whole course was messed up, and Tobin beat Quinn on like an old CR like 2008, 2009, something like that.
2-stroke.
Yeah, just ripping.
That's crazy. That's really cool though. It's been cool to see him progress throughout the year. I'm really excited to see what he does next year. Just like with you guys. I mean, you guys are all so young and just pushing so hard. I think that's really, really cool. And so I also think it's really awesome that you guys have Rad in your family.
My brother.
And
Yeah.
oh my God, that kid is so awesome.
I know.
Yeah, he does a lot of cool stuff. He's getting pretty fast for only being 4
Yeah.
years old.
He just turned 4.
Yeah, I was cruising through the woods and he was keeping up with me. So
That's
I
insane.
In the summer, we just go outside. We have like rocks in our backyard, or like in my papa's yard, and then I just go teach him stuff out there every day.
That's really cool. And he seems to love it.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he loves dirt bikes, monster trucks,
And monster trucks.
and monster trucks.
So in like a couple years, do you think he's going to be like fully keeping up with you guys, like giving you a run for your money?
I don't think. No.
Never.
He'll probably be on.
No?
He'll never beat us.
He'll
You
probably,
guys
what
will
will
just
he be
keep
on?
progressing.
He'll probably be on a 65 next year. This summer, he's gonna move to a e-bike. It's like my sister's, but she doesn't ride that much.
Yeah.
It's a Husqvarna e-bike.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's gonna move to that.
Doesn't that have a power
Wow.
of like a 125?
Yeah, it's fast.
Good Lord.
Yeah, it's
Oh
really.
my God. Well, that's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, that'll be
But
awesome.
I think it's really cool that you guys work with him so much, though. I mean, he's so little, and just like you just have to like modify things for him, I'm sure. Or does he just
Yeah.
do everything?
He does a lot of things.
He just likes it. He loves hanging out with people. He loves riding all the time.
Yeah, that's his favorite thing to do.
Like when it's When it's winter out, he loves mega tracks. He went there once and he loved it.
Yeah.
It was his first time because you have to be 4 to ride there.
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy that you can be so young and do something like that.
Yeah.
That's insane. Absolutely insane. So for him, it's probably a little bit different teaching rad than it is for somebody else. But if you guys had to give advice for somebody who's new to dirt biking, so what would be your best advice?
Just don't give up.
Yeah, never
Yeah.
give up. Keep your head up. No matter what happens, try it again.
Okay. Cool. And then what about for somebody who's wanting to get into hard enduro?
It's not as scary as you think.
Yeah.
You know, you see these stuffs. You're looking at hard obstacles. It's really not that hard. If you put your mind to it, you can do it.
If you're walking the course, it looks way bigger when you're walking the course instead of on your bike.
Yeah, on your bike, it's a whole different story.
Yeah. Okay. I had a very interesting experience in Texas a couple weeks ago. I went to do a race and I went to go watch my friend race, actually, is what happened. And so she's like, there's a ride day the day before. Do they do that in Iowa? Where you can like ride the track the day before it?
No.
Well, here, Scram, no.
There's only one race, but it's called the Moose Run. You can't really ride it, but there's like it's called the Fun Run before, but you have to pay to ride, and it's kind of like half the track, and you can just keep doing. You can ride as much as you can.
It's not the Moose Run.
6 hours. It's called the Fun Run.
Yeah, you said Moose Run.
Well, the race is called the Fun Run, and then the day after that, it's called the Moose Run, and it's like
it's not the Moose Run.
It's called the Moose Run. Oh, it's called the race.
Yeah, because they got like
it used to be sponsored by Moose, but now it's
Oh.
not. So now they call it the race, but I still call it the Moose Run.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it was the weirdest thing. I have never seen that anywhere where you can pre-ride the track. I've seen course walk, like you can walk it, but not riding it. And they like let anyone, you could pay and come and ride on the racetrack. So I rode it and I was feeling really good. And my friend was like, do you want to race tomorrow? And I was like, I'm not ready to race. Like, what are you talking about? She's like, no, you should totally race it. She's like, you look good out there. And I was like, I'm not in the mindset to race. Like, I don't even know what kind of race this is. It was like a GP format, like a cross country. So it was like a 30-minute moto. Yeah. So, I mean, I ended up signing up for it and I did it and it was really fun. But I had just never seen that. So when you're talking about course walking, I was like, yeah, because we did practice. So it was practice the day before. And then the hour before your race, you got to go out again on the entire track. And I was like, why? Like, what? It freaked me out, I think, more doing that than it did doing the actual race because everybody got to go ride at the same time. And so,
there's like
the
pros
are out there. Yeah. And I'm like, people are blowing past me. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to die on this race. What did I just do? But I didn't do too bad. So I was pretty excited by it. I was 6 seconds off of third place. So for my class.
Not bad.
That's good.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. I was pretty excited. Well, I thought I was like way in the back. So I wasn't really trying that hard. I was just trying to have fun. And then I was like, I saw the results later. I was like, damn it, always try hard. So
yeah. No matter what you try hard.
Exactly. And I've never really like been in a race mindset or anything before, but now that like kind of stoked the fire for me and now I'm like, I want a podium so bad.
Yeah, it's a great feeling podium your first race.
Yeah.
Your first race podium.
We won't talk about that. It was a pit
bike no, let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. It was a pit bike race.
Okay.
And my 65.
My first podium was a pit bike race, and I have all the trophies back there. They're like little medals, that you can wear. And in my super mini days, I never really got trophies or anything.
You did get that big blue one.
Yeah, I did get like 4th place overall twice for super mini, but never really won trophies until I got onto my bike. Onto my big bike.
Okay.
I was on my
And-
65. I used to be really good on, or
Yeah, he was getting first a lot.
yeah. I think did I get a championship? Maybe not. I think I got 4th or 3rd overall in the hare scramble.
Maybe.
That's close though.
Yeah, I think it's because when I rode my 85, it was so big, and then when I got to the 65, I could just throw it around, and it was small.
Yeah. Do you prefer a smaller bike or a bigger bike now?
Bigger
all the way.
Yeah.
Electric start really helps.
I mean, not like 450 big, but my 200 I think is perfect.
Yeah. Okay. If you could pick any bike and it was just like completely sponsored for you, what would be your bike of choice?
Champion brick bike.
Champion bike.
Yeah.
I'd probably go with a beta bike, like
Okay.
a 200 or a 300, maybe even a 250. Or this might sound a little bit crazy, but the new Stark Vargs.
Okay.
Stark Vargs, they look awesome.
Or Riehu.
Yeah.
Or Riehu would be cool.
All right. Really, those are very different.
Yeah. Any bike
like any bike somebody will just give me.
At Yamaha.
Yeah. I'd go with the Yamaha.
Cody Webb.
Yeah, be like Cody Webb. Cody Webb's fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cody Webb's good in general.
Yeah.
How did you guys feel about that whole thing? Him going over to Yamaha?
I think that's cool.
I don't know how it's gonna do in the hard enduro, but
I think because they buy Fantic or something. They bought.
I don't know.
I think they did something like that. So and now they're gonna start making hard enduro bikes. That's what I heard.
Who went to Triumph?
Johnny Walker.
Yeah, Johnny Walker.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
I don't know how he's gonna.
Yeah, I wish he was still on.
Why? Why?
I don't think Triumph is a motocross brand.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Unless he does motocross.
Yeah, unless he does motocross. But I guess for the endurocross,
it's good.
It's good for endurocross. But for enduros or hard enduros,
I don't know what he's gonna do.
Yeah, is he still racing hard enduros? I don't know.
I thought he said he was going to, but I know the last few years, I don't think he's done all of them. I think that he's kind of started to do more enduro cross and less hard enduro, but I'm not 100% sure.
I'd love to get mixing the enduro cross scene.
Yeah, we do have one coming up.
Yeah, we have one coming up in Waterloo, Iowa, called the Waterloo Extreme Enduro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I heard about that. I've got a couple friends who are supposed to go because I lived in Minnesota for a while. So I actually learned how to ride a dirt bike in Waterloo.
Really? Oh, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, last year I tried to hit a tire jump and I endoed.
Yeah. There's pictures of it too. Yeah. And it's like him going over the jump and then him slowly falling. It was funny.
Oh my gosh. That's great. Well, what is the draw for endurocross? Like just because it's hard?
Flowy. And it's fun and it's rocky.
It's fun,
logs,
fast, flowy. You know, it's just
a little bit of all.
It's awesome. Jumping over tires and tire jumps. I haven't done a tire jump yet. I'm too scared.
Yeah, because
they look huge. Yeah, I was gonna do it last year. I saw him endo, so I didn't hit it.
Do you see that big one at Battle of the Goats? That whole enduro cross setup that they did at Battle of the Goats this year?
Oh, yeah, I did. Those
tires were gigantic.
Yeah, that was big. The big tires.
Oh yeah,
Battle of the Goats. Tobin fell off that.
I feel like that's a trend. Tobin fell off.
Tobin always fell off. So.
Yeah. He was hitting this huge like rock ledge at Hanson's, and it was like a 12-foot drop, and he fell.
He fell off it.
Oh my goodness.
There's a video
That's
of it.
crazy.
Yeah, there's a video of it.
That poor guy. Oh my goodness. No.
Yeah.
I was there when they were building that enduro cross section for Battle of the Goats this last year, and just watching them put it all together, I was getting intimidated. I was like, I don't even understand. And then Tyler, he's the owner of Brushy, he went and hit it on this little 100 that he had. It was just like this super old bike from like, I think it's from the 80s. And
awesome.
It's just, yeah, he just like took it and he hit those tires on it. And I was like, oh my God, seriously? I mean, he was like pretty much walking the bike, but it was crazy. But it was super fun. And then I got to watch Max Gersten hit that when he was doing like his pre-run on everything.
Yeah.
And he just made it look so easy.
Yeah,
I was like,
watched him.
all right. And then Brushy has a really small enduro cross area that's like permanent. And I mean very small. Like the tires are probably the size of the tires on Rad's bike. Like it's very little. And it scared the crap out of me, dude. Going over those tires, I was like, "Oh my God, what am I doing?" Because I don't really know like what I'm supposed to do with my body going over stuff like that. So I just did it how I thought, and apparently it wasn't right, and I was a little scary.
I just do it.
It's just once you do it so many times, you know the movement, and just hit it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little bit harder when you're older. So your brain doesn't quite tell your body what to do as quickly. So there's a little bit of a delay, and that little bit of a delay can, make a big difference. So
that's probably why our dads
thankfully
probably
your dads are way better than me. So
well, no, you're good. Our dads are bad.
no.
Yeah.
No, I'm not good. I'm working on it. I'm working on being good. I will be good eventually. I'm not there yet. But
you could probably beat my dad in a motocross race.
Motocross? I've never done motocross before. I've never been like on a true track.
You should.
So
yeah, you should try it at least once. It's
I
fun.
do not have the setup for motocross. My bike is.
He doesn't either.
The suspension
I don't have the setup.
Is so plush.
I don't have the setup, and I hit an 80-foot jump.
I just rode my sister's KTM 125.
Okay.
Really ride it anymore.
Yeah. Oh, you got it.
So, you guys are crazy. Those jumps are huge. Like, that's a lot. It's a lot of jump. I've only been in the air twice, and both times it was a mistake, and I didn't know what to do. Thankfully, I didn't crash, but it was really scary.
You really don't have to do anything in the air.
Yeah.
It's just kind of does it for you.
Off the face, you just
just never let go of the throttle off the face. That's what you end up.
Oh, okay, that's good to know.
Or don't try doing air wheelies on purpose in the air.
Did you see that on the?
Yeah, did you see that last clip of Dawson doing the air wheelie?
Yeah.
And he fell.
He did that on
purpose. My goodness.
Before that, before that, he was following me, and I did an air wheelie in the air. So he was like, "Oh, that would be an awesome picture. Film this." So he goes to try to do it, and he fell.
That was funny.
That was very funny.
Oh,
Doug was mad.
So you guys are gonna kind of keep up the Enduro Boys thing and just film your antics, essentially.
Yeah. We're really just gonna film everything.
Yeah, our filmers gonna hopefully go with us to Waterloo.
Yeah, and we're gonna film dirt bikes. We're probably gonna get skiing in there,
snowboarding.
having fun.
So it's going to
Waterfalls.
be kind of like a behind the scenes of you guys, essentially.
Yeah.
Cool.
How we practice. And,
Yeah, practice
what I mean?
what we do. Yeah, you know what I mean?
I like that. That's really cool. As you guys are getting bigger in the scene, I think that's something that people are going to be really drawn to. It's been really cool for a lot of people to see behind the scenes. I mean, I know like Billy Bolt does a lot of that stuff, and he's very active on social media, and it's a huge help, I think, for not just for like you guys getting sponsors, but for inspiring other people to do this and helping people keep going. It gets getting people's stories out there. That's what you're doing. You're getting your story out there. You're showing what you guys do. And it's not in so many words as a podcast, but I think that the video will speak a lot more to you guys and be true to who you are,
We already got one person into it, Zach.
Yeah, we got our best friend
he
from
bought
school.
He bought a bike.
Yeah, he got his parents to
Yeah.
buy him a 140. But it's been in the shop for about 3 months.
Yeah, 6.
It's been in the shop for a while. But he's about to
Oh,
go pick
geez.
it up this week. So there'll be some videos of
Nice.
him riding in them too.
He's a
That'll-
beginner, but
he's
scared of hidden stuff. That's
yeah. You could beat him in a race.
I'll just come out there and make sure I line up next to him. Got it.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. I look forward to seeing more of this Enduro Boys and seeing
we'll
what
post.
you guys get up to. And yeah, that'll be really cool.
I'm gonna try to post one video every day.
Awesome.
That'll be a lot.
I look forward to it. Definitely look forward to it. Well, just one, I guess, last question is what do you feel the biggest challenge has been when it comes to riding, whether it's an injury, figuring out your setup of your bike, fitness,
Money.
age, whatever.
Money.
Money?
Yeah.
Okay.
We could go a lot of places.
Yeah.
We do go a lot of places.
We go a lot of places. It's just we could go every day, all the time.
Mhm.
But
yeah,
you don't got the you know money's just hard, tough.
Yeah, it is.
Especially when you
It definitely is.
work at Geno's.
Yeah, especially when you get paid $9.25.
Hey, I was 21 years old and making $7 an hour. So you guys are getting paid pretty decent.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm very grateful for my parents and what they do.
Me too.
And
Yeah.
my grandpa
And Papa
especially,
Kenny.
Papa Kenny helping us
Gas
out.
man.
Yeah, gas man. The support from everyone helps. Definitely does.
Yeah. I feel like you guys have a really great community, not just with your parents, but everybody around you guys. It seems like rallies behind you. I was telling your dad that, their episode on this podcast is the most downloaded episode to date. It still gets multiple downloads every week, and it's crazy.
We're here to beat them.
Just people love it though, just knowing that it's a whole family thing. I think that that's what people are drawn to, is that a lot of people didn't realize how family centered dirt biking can be. A lot of people see supercross, they see motocross, they don't see the families behind it, they just see the rider. But I feel like hard enduro and off-road in general, it's always about family. You always see families there together at the races and stuff. And I think that that's really cool. You guys have been able to do this kind of next to each other. And I think that that's really awesome.
Yeah, Tennessee, like our whole family comes.
Yeah, it's kind of like a family trip.
Yeah, even Doug in Dawson, Ocala.
It's kind of like our race family just goes there.
Their race family.
Yeah.
Wyatt Hograver.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Then we stay on them.
I love I love the fact that you guys can say that you have a race family. Like, that's really cool. And like the sense of community that happens around off-road riding is just insanely amazing. So
We have like 7 people in our race family that races hard enduro.
Yeah.
wow.
Me, Dawson, Devin sometimes. Wyatt, our dads. Yeah.
Yeah. Then might be Andrew.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got another person that got into hard enduro too.
Yeah, because
Andrew Trinkin.
Beta 300.
Yep.
He's building a van right now so he can stay in it.
He's just got a new van. He's building it right now.
We're gonna get a new van once our truck and trailer sells.
Yeah.
I gotta buy my own van.
You already have a van.
Well, I have a van, but I want a big van.
Yeah.
Van.
Yeah, not that nice. I don't got that money.
We're done over this.
So what kind of van, do you know what kind of van you want?
Well, I really want like a Ford Transit or a Sprinter, but
Or Mercedes.
Sprinter. That's a Sprinter. But
those are expensive.
Like the GMC ones, like those, that would be really nice. Just anything that I could fit my dirt bike in and live out of.
You can fit your dirt bike in your van.
No, I can't.
Take the handlebars off.
I can fit my child's bike in my van.
Yeah, I highly recommend having something that you can put your bike in. I travel in my SUV. I sleep in my SUV. I've lived out of it multiple times in the last year. But my bike sits on the back on a hitch carrier. And while it's nice and easy to put it on there, it is very scary going through some of the bigger cities.
Oh, yeah.
And having to stop, even just for gas. Like if I have to go inside to pay or I want to get something to eat, like I freak out the whole time I'm like not right next to my bike, like watching it.
Yeah,
so
it's
just
wild.
For peace of mind. Yeah.
People steal stuff easily.
I've when I was a lot younger, this was before I was riding, I watched people start to try to take a dirt bike out of the back of somebody's truck. And I'm like, those people are dedicated. If they want to get it, they're gonna get it. So there's nothing more motivating than money for a thief. So
I remember I remember when I was a little kid, I had this PlayStation that I loved, and me and my mom and my stepdad went to Clinton, or to a town that's like 40 minutes away from where we lived, and we came back. Everything on it was stolen, and some other stuff was stolen. It sucks getting stuff stolen.
Yeah, it does. And I've had it happen multiple times in my life where my house is broken into or my car's been broken into. It's not fun. So definitely recommend the van. Van is the way to go, 100%. I know a lot of people who've built out some really cool vans. I know a girl who does live out of a minivan. She absolutely loves that life. Yeah.
His don't have a muffler.
Yeah, mine don't have a muffler.
It sounds good though.
It does sound good.
Sounds like a rally car.
It just makes people not want to steal it. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like
nice
$300.
You got it for free anyways.
Yeah, I got it for free. So it was a gift from my great uncle. His name's Brian, so I named it after him. So my band's name is Brian.
I love that.
This on the way front in your head.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, in our last few minutes here, this is your guys' time you guys have already talked about your sponsors, but if there's anybody else that you want to thank, this is your time to do it.
My brother, Radley.
I want to thank my whole family.
Yeah, everyone.
My mom, my dad, my stepmom, my grandpa, my stepdad.
All of our family contributes.
Yeah, all of my family members. Even Doug. I want to thank Doug, Dawson, Devin, Tobin for teaching us.
Andrew.
I want to thank Andrew. He gives me a little bit of fire.
Tucker and Tobin.
Yeah. Thank for Tucker and Tobin. Just everyone. Peyton for
Sponsors.
filming.
Yeah.
Our sponsors. Zach for being our second guest, man. Everyone that helps. It means a lot.
Yeah. That's great. Well, I really appreciate you guys coming on here. I know this is kind of crazy. You guys are super busy doing everything all the time. But it's cool to get like a little bit of a glimpse into you guys. And I'm really excited for this Enduro Boys thing. It'll be cool to see you guys behind the scenes where you
Yeah.
guys are a little bit like more relaxed and more you. I know this is a really awkward format sometimes, but I really appreciate you guys taking the time to come on here.
Thank you.
We have like 4 accounts on the Enduro Boys.
We got Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram.
Okay, awesome. We'll make sure that those get linked in the description, and that way people can check you guys out.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Okay, cool. Thank you everybody for listening, and thank you again to the Enduro Boys for being here, and we will see you next week.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.